Hi guys, welcome to today's session. And today we are going to discuss about Price Monitoring and Resource Unit PMRU. In this session, we'll first discuss a brief about PMRU, and then we'll discuss the functions of PMRU, and then we'll discuss what are the significance of Price Monitoring and Resource Unit, and then we'll discuss about another body called National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority (NPPA), and it is NPPA which constituted the Price Monitoring and Resource Unit (PMRU), and then we discuss about Drug Prices Control Order (DPCO). These all are interrelated bodies. So this is how I plan this session. Let's now start. The Price Monitoring and Resource Unit, it is a registered society set up for drug price monitoring, and it have already been set up by drug price regulator, National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority in 15 states. And if you see the composition of PMRU, the state health secretary would be the chairman of the society, and the drugs controller would be its member secretary, and its members include a state government representative, representatives of private pharmaceutical companies, and those from consumer rights protection fora. The society would also have an executive committee headed by the drugs controller. And the suggestion to set up PMRUs was made due to lack of a field level link between National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority and the state drugs controllers to monitor drug prices. Kerala was the first state to set up a price monitoring and research unit, that is to track the violation of prices of essential drugs and medical devices under Drugs Price Control Order (DPCO). So that is the brief about price monitoring and resource unit. Now we'll discuss what are the functions of PMRU. The major functions of PMRUs are, first one is to monitor notified prices of medicines, and second one is to detect violation of provisions of DPCO, and then to look at price compliance, collect test samples of medicines, and finally to collect and compile market-based data of scheduled as well as non-scheduled formulations. So that are the functions of this body, and it is a state level organization. And now we will discuss a few points about National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority (NPPA). It is National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority only constituted the PMRUs. So we'll discuss about NPPA now. So NPPA is a government regulatory agency that controls the prices of pharmaceutical drugs in India. NPPA fixes ceiling prices for essential medicines that are listed in Schedule 1 of DPCO, and it was established on August 1997 as an independent body of experts under Department of Pharmaceuticals, that is under the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers. And this body works under Department of Pharmaceuticals under the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers. And this body has significance as PMRU will assist NPPA and governments in checking overpricing, and also it will also help in identifying causes and addressing local issues of shortages and hoarding in the current situation of COVID-19 pandemic and all. And the functions of the NPPA are to implement and enforce the provisions of Drugs Price Control Order, and also it undertakes or sponsor relevant studies in respect of pricing of drugs or its formulations, and also it monitor the availability of drugs, identify shortages if any, and to take remedial steps. And it collects and maintains data on production, exports and imports, market share of individual companies, profitability of companies, etc. for bulk drugs and formulations. Other functions are, it deal with all legal matters arising out of the decisions of the authority, and also it render advice to the central government on changes or revisions in the drug policy, and also it render assistance to central government in the parliamentary matters relating to the drug pricing. So that are the functions of NPPA. Now there is another body we discussed, that is Drug Prices Control Order, DPCO. We'll discuss a few points on DPCO also. The Drugs Price Control Order 1995, it was an order issued by Government of India under Section 3 of Essential Commodities Act to regulate the prices of drugs. And the order inter alia provides the list of price controlled drugs, procedures for fixation of prices of drugs, method of implementation of prices fixed by government, penalties for contravention of provisions, etc. And for the purpose of implementing provisions of DPCO, powers of government have been vested in NPPA. Later, the Drugs Price Control Order DPCO 2013 was notified. So that is about DPCO. And as we discussed, there is a national list of essential medicines. It was adopted as a primary basis for determining essentiality, which constitutes the list of scheduled medicines for the purpose of price control. DPCO 2013 contains 680 scheduled drug formulations spread across 27 therapeutic groups. However, the prices of other drugs can be regulated if warranted in public interest. So that is about the mandate of DPCO, and that's all for today, guys. These bodies are very important, especially in the recent times of this COVID-19 and all. These bodies, PMRU, NPPA, DPCO, all comes in the news very regularly. So please follow about this, and please study about this also. We'll meet tomorrow with another topic. Thank you for watching this lesson.